photos I took, this is in Italy, an anarchy symbol painted on a yellow ochre colored building in Italy, and there's myself reflected in some chrome and this really old funky door in Pisa, Italy. My trip to Europe. I love Europe. I've been there 4 times. The first time I went by myself, I saved money up and took off for 3 weeks and did the Eurail Pass thing on the trains and spent a lot of time in Amsterdam. I don't really like to smoke, but I think it should be legal, and I love Amsterdam. I visited the Anne Frank, the Diary of Anne Frank Museum. I loved that. Okay, there's a good shot. I am really into the texture of chrome and just old chipped paint and stuff like that. I love that. That's a good shot. I like that. I like the textures and the shapes in that one. And these are some neat old doors. So I went to Europe 4 times. The first time by myself, and then the second time I stayed with somebody in England who invited me, and the third time I stayed with somebody in Amsterdam who invited me, who I met online, and then the 4th time a friend of mine that I met because I was interviewed for Naturist magazine invited me for 5 weeks to go to Europe with him, and we stayed in an apartment in Pisa. This photo you're seeing right now is the side of a building in Pisa, Italy, and I like that in Italy they let things age and they don't repaint everything, so you get see the texture on that building, like on the left the gray, and see the nice shadow created by the sun of the lamp post, and see how it's kind of grungy and just the paint's kind of wearing off. I really like that aged European, you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it kind of thing. You know, why waste money on paint when you can just let it age and let it be there, and it has more character anyway. So it's like eco-friendly to do it that way, as well as I think it looks good and rustic. And this is in Italy at a nature space, nudist free beach. That's a beach where you can be nude. And that's a part of the Cinque Terre in Italy. I was having a kiwi Italian soda, kiwi flavored Italian soda. It was like about 95 degrees, so it felt great to eat that or to drink that. And there's beautiful graffiti in Italy. I saw some of the most beautiful graffiti I've ever seen in my life, and I love this plant. I think we had these in San Diego when I was growing up. And that's the Cinque Terre in the background. People live right on the cliffs next to the I don't know what ocean this is, off the coast of Italy. Forgive me, but I don't really know my geography as well as I could, but it's beautiful there. So gorgeous. That's Pisa at night. Pisa. Dream. So these are just things that I really... Pisa. There's the Leaning Tower. The Leaning Tower was smaller than I thought it was going to be. It's really, really gorgeous. And there's like a sort of happy accident photo I took. And I love my green sandals. And I saw that pink plastic shell on the ground. And I like the texture and the color and the contrast. I love photography.